Bloody waters, every day.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be doing a wig today, but we have to braid down my teeny weeny afro before we get started because y'all know I recently chopped up all my hair. So now we have to braid it up, and luckily it's long enough to be braided up. Usually I just slick it down with some gel, but now that my hair is getting longer, I'm able to do a little bit of cornrows. So proud of me. Now, we can't do really big cornrows. We have to make them a little small. And no, I cannot braid the back because the back is short, but the front is getting long. So we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, y'all. But it is a little bit harder to grip now that the hair is, you know, still short and hasn't grown to its full potential. But with some time, don't look at the back. Okay, we're collaborating with CYNOSURE. I think that's how you pronounce it, or CYNOSURE. And we're going to go ahead and unpackage everything. This gorgeous wig. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is a 24-inch wig, 8x5 closure wig. It does have an elastic band in the back, an adjustable elastic band, a comb in the back to put in the nape of your head, and 2 combs on the side to ensure that the wig isn't going anywhere, and also 1 comb up at the top. These are all the products I'm going to be using. I do glueless because I like to take my wigs off at night. So the first thing I do is just add some Got2b gel to the edges. And for this wig, it's going to be some 4C edges. So I'm really excited about this, y'all. After that, I just add a little bit Got2b spray. Let that dry. And once that has dried a little bit, I go ahead and just put on the wig. So the wig is just super easy to put on. It's glueless. Everything's already done, bleached, plucked, everything. Look at the 4C edges. Very natural, very giving. So I just put the combs in place to ensure that the wig isn't going anywhere, and it's already melted into my skin. But I have to make sure that I put the wig into the place that I want it to be. So after I get my wig where I want it to be, I just go ahead and take my comb and I start to push the lace into my skin to ensure that it just melts away. Like, look at the lace on this wig. It just melts into my skin. I just push it into place so that when I go ahead and add my wig band, like the elastic band, it's melting exactly where I need it to go. That's all I really do. That's how simple it is to put this wig on. Like, it wasn't much to do. So I'm just going to add the elastic band so we can melt her into place. We didn't glue her down because it's glueless, okay? We don't need glue. Using the elastic band that they gave me. Super soft hair. Now the curls on this wig is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm loving it. Is their curly texture, and I did see a style that I wanted to like duplicate by this girl named Bianca, and or it might be pronounced Bianca, but her hair was so cute. I was like, I have to redo this style. This isn't the same wig she has, but baby, this is basically the same wig she has. Like, it's very similar. So I'm just putting the hair up so that when I take the elastic band off, none of this hair is in my way. So we're going to take the band off after like 10 minutes because we're going to melt it twice. So what I like to do is melt it into place, make sure that I'm brushing all the edges back so that they're not like in the way when I melt it for a second time. Make sure they're not crunchy. I'm going to use my spritz to really lock it in. So just spray a little bit on my finger, and then any parts that I see that still like need a little bit more melting or a little bit more love, I just push that into place. And then I just go ahead and melt it one more time, and we're just gonna melt it for like another 10 minutes. We don't even have to do too much. Boom. Get that little crusty away. Okay, now we're good. So yeah, we're gonna brush out these edges so we can play with them and make them real cute for the style. And for me, since this is a closure wig, what I like to do is take my own hair and just comb out some sideburns so that it just matches, especially if it's a natural, 1B color wig. I just use my own sideburns because it's just easy. It's just easier. I feel like lace fronts, when you're trying to get that little ear tab, girl, it don't be doing what it needs to do, and the sideburn just be acting crazy. I just like using closure wigs. They're so much easier. Like, it's just less lace to deal with, you know? So these are the 4C edges. Really beautiful, really curly and cute. They just match the wig so perfectly. I didn't want to leave a lot out for this style just because I didn't want to make it too thick. So I just ended up using just a small piece of the 4C edges out and some mousse, and just using some got to be gel to put it into place. But yeah, I didn't want it to be too thick, so I did take a layer to the back. I kind of like parted it in half and then took the front of the 4C edges to the front and then the rest of it to the back. Now we're going to do the other side. So like I did before, I used some mousse to curl up these edges just to see like how it's looking. I could have really left it like this, but I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to swirl them into place. And of course, I'm making another sideburn on that side, adding my got to be gel. But yeah, it's super easy to just use your own sideburns because trying to use it on them frontal wigs is just too much. So we're gonna just take out a small piece of the 4C edges and just brush them into like a little swoop with some got to be gel. Add a little bit on that finger and then just swoop it like into place however you want it to be done. Now with 4C edges, it doesn't have to be perfect. You could just freestyle and it can just look however it needs to look. Curly, down, swooped. It doesn't even have to do too much because it's just curly edges that already matches the wig, you know? So it doesn't have to, you know, you don't have to do too much. These 4C edges are already cut already into place. The lace, like I said before, is already bleached, plucked. Everything is already done. So all you're doing is installing it and putting it on your head and styling it how you want. So for me, I wanted to do some bangs on this wig. So I was like, you know what? Let me brush it all out and see what I'm working with. Then after that, I'm going to add some mousse just to tame her. We're going to tame her. We need to add some mousse and some water just to see what exactly I want to cut because I want to do layers. So once I wet it up and put all the mousse, I just started to finger curl the curls into place because if you want your curls to be really popping, do some finger curls. All you have to do is take a piece of hair and swirl it around your finger into your finger just a few times and then just pull down and you're good. Once it dries, it'll be real cute. But yeah, I love finger coiling like curly hair. It just makes the curls come out so pretty once they're like all dried up. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But yeah, once I finger coil all the pieces that I wanted to do, I went ahead and just layered the wig and cut the bangs. So I'm basically going downwards to layer the hair. There's no like perfect way to do this. I just was eyeballing it and I just like cut downwards. Anytime I do layers, like I just have to take the scissors and cut downwards. Never straight across, never bluntly because girl, it's gonna come out looking crazy. So I just layer it all the way going down and point my scissors going downwards. Took those curls in the front, made sure to do those finger coils because we really want the curls up at the top of the bang to really pop, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna do that throughout my whole head and you guys are gonna see once this dries, like it's just gonna be defined curls. Right here, it was drying up and it just started to look like perfect. Like it was getting to where I needed it to be, but I did go in a little bit more and just cut a few more layers just because I felt like it was all looking like one length. So after this, I did cut like just a little bit, but after that, it was perfect. Like, I was like, you know what? I really did that. Like, I ate this up. Because sometimes this look can give, like, wet puppy dog. But it didn't give that. I did exactly what needed to be done. If you guys enjoyed this video and like this wig, make sure you check out the link in the description box. And get you one of these. Because this hair is perfection.